for me, a legend. He's not going to agree. It's Terry Christian.
Terry Christian.
King Terry.
Terry Christian.
Terry Christian.
Winning is everything. I always feel compelled that I have to be right. You know, it's in my psyche, but...
Yeah, but where's that come from, though?
I don't know. I mean, I was the fourth of 6 kids, so you weren't listened to. I grew up in a house where my oldest sister died when she was 11.
Yeah.
So I grew up in a house that was grieving.
Because you were only 2 at the time, is that right?
Yeah, so we had to shut up and put up.
Yeah.
And then, you spent all your time trying to make your mum happy.
Terry did a show called The Word, which is the biggest, I guess it's what you're famous for. I think without you, and I'm not just saying this, I think a lot of the music that we all know and take for granted may not have been planted in front of us. Your influence, I think, had such a profound effect. I mean, I've said to you quite clearly, that time in my life was a really difficult time, and The Word was like the thing you look forward to every single week.
Why was that?
I think it was just complete escapism. You didn't have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. That was one of the only things. I mean, there was Top of the Pops, but The Word was cool. And I think the mayhem that went along with it, like you never knew what you were going to get. There was always that sense of what's going to happen now. I remember you getting, I don't know who it was that slapped you, but someone slapped you like
Yeah, that woman, yeah.
I was really angry. I thought, what are you slapping Terry for? You know, like defensive, because I think people loved you. You were just very... Yeah, maybe you had some enemies as well, which we will talk about. It was the first time we saw Nirvana on TV, really.
Oasis. Eight weeks of arguing the toss. Mary J Blige,
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, loads of stuff.
The first time, I mean, you introduced all that show and you were at the helm of it. Everyone that I've ever spoken to that watched The Word, if I say to people, I'm getting Terry Christian on the podcast, oh, Terry Christian, people just love you for, I think, just changing the landscape, making it different.
I liked Terry from the very beginning. I really liked his conversation. I just liked him in general. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to music.
When I did The Word for 5 years, I never got associated with the music at all, even though that was in my... Because they weren't interested in my past. They just wanted to portray me as some northern working class scally. It was a bit of a div. And
could be further from the truth.
Yeah, but this was it. You know, this was the whole thing. And I worked with Craig Cash, Carolina Hearn,
oh my gosh,
all these people, and yet no one listened to me as a talent scout. When they were looking for a woman to present The Word, I wanted them to audition Carolina Hearn, and they just flat refused to. They kept saying, Terry, we can't have two people from Manchester on the same show.
Can you imagine? I mean, that would have just been the most amazing mix of
But they wouldn't even consider it.
You do know a lot, you've got quite a lot of knowledge, and you're able to use that sometimes in a way that surprises people. And the person that I'm talking about is Vanilla Ice.
Oh, God.
We spoke about this earlier.
When he threatened to kill me.
Yes, of just fundamentally a brilliant moment of TV. So this was on a reality TV show. Was it Channel 5?
Yeah, The Farm.
The Farm, that's right. And it was Stan Collymore and you, Vanilla Ice, and a few others. Remind me who was on it?
Oh, Rebecca Lewis.
Rebecca Lewis, of course.
Lady Victoria Hervey, or
Yes,
Harvey, however you say it, if you're posh. You know, Debbie McGee.
Yeah.
Argie Clark, Jeff Brazier.
Good old Jeff.
Richie, out of 5.
Great group of people.
You know, so no, I mean, it was quite funny. It was just, I'd just been parachuted in there to replace Paul Daniels, who'd walked out because he'd nearly had a fight with Vanilla Ice.
But I think on the whole, you get other people, you've got a lot of empathy. And I think...
But you've got to have, because, you know, we're all just here for a short amount of time, you know.
Yeah.
And not all of us are going to go to heaven.
No.
Because some people aren't Catholic. No, that's just part of my stand-up show.